this sort of disconnect. Because I think the truth is that I think that what women actually want, to speak for women as I'm an expert. I mean, I could be one. I mean, it could be anything. What women predominantly want is to be heard and protected by the man that they are with. They want to be heard, and they want to be understood, and they want to be protected by the man that they are with. And because that is the best characteristic about the husband and father. And what men want is respect, food, and sex. Those are the things that men want. It isn't that difficult. We're real simple. So all you ladies are like, man's a mystery. He's not a mystery. I promise you, you provide him all three of these things, and he will be a happy camper. My wife came to me at one point, and she said to me, she's on the phone with a person who shall remain nameless, a female friend of hers who shall remain nameless. And this woman, her husband, she'd been working a lot, and her husband had been working a lot, and she was in the middle of a very difficult work project with a bunch of kids at home, and her husband would come home, and he'd be taking care of the kids. And he was getting grumpier and grumpier about this, as men are apt to do. And she was talking with my wife on the phone, and she said, what should I do? And my wife said, you should buy him some flowers, get him a card, tell him how much what he's doing means to you. And I motioned desperately, you need to, it was on speakerphone, which it shouldn't have been. And I motioned desperately to mute the phone. And she muted the phone, and I said, no, you need to bleep him. And I said to my wife, you're thinking like a woman would think, right? Because if you want to feel appreciated, you don't want that. What you want me to do is buy you some flowers and write you a card and talk about how wonderful you are and how grateful I am. And my wife, being a woman of good sense and practicality, nodded firmly, took off the mute, and said, go home and sleep with your husband. And it was good for the marriage, as it turns out.